Welcome to Slovenia's heartland and coast. Step aboard an underground train riding through one of Europe's largest caves. Gaze up in awe at castles built into cliffs, still keeping watch after centuries. Lose yourself among the red-tiled roofs gathered along the Adriatic in Piran. Discover the hidden gem that is Ljubljana, the country's calm, compact, and easy-to-love capital. Join us over the next 4 days as we explore Slovenia's heartland and coast. Continuing on our road trip, we make our way to Slovenia's most touristed site, the Postojna Caves. We'd scheduled the time to visit at 10:30. We got here at 10:35 with the girls thinking, they'll let us on. Nope. Made us reschedule. We got an hour and a half to sit here and wait. So definitely show up early, 15 minutes early at least. We had to pay an extra 10 euros to reschedule, so darn it. Open to tourists since 1819, this is one of the only caves in the world with an underground train. We descend ever deeper into the cave and are paraded past room after room of stalactites and stalagmites. The girls weren't quite sure what to think of it at first, but quickly loosened up and enjoyed the ride just as much as we did. Continuing on foot, we descend even deeper into Slovenia's largest cave system and make our way through the fantasy world of dripping, oozing geological formations. A guide walks you as a group through the vast rooms of stalactites as large as houses, teaching about its unique geology. We learned that these formations grow at a rate of about 1 centimeter every 100 years, making many of them millions of years old. Many of the formations down here have nicknames. This one looks like a familiar frozen treat.
Makes me hungry.
I know, right? This narrow squeeze is nicknamed the Gates of Heaven, which we just barely managed to squeeze through. Oh, barely made it through. Made it into heaven. Making our way out on the train, we stop by the world's only underground post office, opened in 1899.
Do you need to mail a letter? I think I forgot to mail in our bills.
Leaving the caves, we are sure to stop by Predjama Castle. It feels unreal, wedged straight into the mouth of a cliff. Built in the 13th century, this fortress was most famously the home of Erzim of Luig, a rebellious robber baron who was besieged at the castle for over a year. A cave beneath the castle allowed him to sneak in food and supplies, helping him hold out far longer than his enemies expected.
There it is.
It looks impossible, and I suppose that was the whole point. Making Predjama Castle impossible to forget and well worth the stop. Oh, good. Reese, what do you think is cooler, that little bug or the cool cave castle?
I need this.
You think the bug? Glad we took you all this way so you could see that bug when this is behind you.
So cool.
Leaving the mountains behind us, we head for the little piece of coast Slovenia has to offer, Piran. With Italy to the north and Croatia to the south, this feels like a stolen piece of paradise. We shuttle into the car-free center and walk our luggage to our shared house. We climb the 4 flights of very steep stairs to the rooftop to get a view.
Wow, that's amazing.
With Venice-like neighborhoods all wedged together, you feel instantly part of this beautiful salt pan town. Long after nearby fishing villages dwindled over time, Piran stood the fall thanks to the massive wealth of salt panning. In the 1800s, the fishing harbor was filled in and became this beautiful Tartini Square named after the famous Slovenian violinist. Piran flies the Slovenian and Italian flag, paying homage to the close relation Piran had to both countries. Italian language, food, and culture still have strong influence here today. As the largest open space in the old town, this plaza feels more like a living room for the townspeople.
You want to throw a hi too?
They come here to eat, drink, swap stories, and watch children play, including our children who love it too. After that, we decide to find our way through the maze of streets to the St. George's Church and Bell Tower. We walk seaside cliffs overlooking the Italian border, and the view never gets old. We grab a deliciously flaky traditional brick pastry and got ready to climb the St. George Bell Tower, where Reese climbed every single step. You know she's enjoying everything the moment has to offer when she doesn't ask to be carried.
We're going up here. Are you excited? Oh yeah, what's at the top?
Slovenia only has about 30 miles of coastline, and Piran sure knows how to give a nice view of it. From way up here, we can see our rooftop patio.
You see some birds?
Kyle takes a moment to let Reese take it in. She can see it all, and she knows it's a part of her world.
I see Mama.
You see Mama?
She's experiencing something new that makes her little world just a bit bigger and brighter.
Where's it at?
Right there.
Right there. Oh, that is a really big bell.
Daddy.
Okay.
After such a beautiful view of the coast, we decide to find a beach to let us wade into the clear Adriatic Sea. We splash and we laugh. We try to stay somewhat dry, but find ourselves soaked and happy as we head to lunch.
We had long anticipated enjoying a seafood lunch al fresco in Piran, and I could hardly think of a more scenic spot than here in the heart of the old town. This square is one of the oldest in Piran. In medieval times, it was the heart of daily life, a place to trade, gather, and collect water from the cistern that once stood here. We share a seafood platter. Calamari, shrimp, little fish, simple and done right, though it may not have been Bailey's favorite.
Bailey's a little hesitant. We'll see.
I'm just having a hard time looking past it looking at me. And not having like a lot of meat on it. It's like mostly just skin. It's like fried skin. Okay.
Okay, put it on your plate.
For me, however, it's hot, salty, and I have no problem eating Bailey's portion.
Wow, you're going to town. This plate might be for you.
It's all really good. I think this is my favorite. I can't tell you what it is. I think it's calamari. You know what? Did grow up with seafood, so just kind of picking away at everything. Good stuff. Mari doesn't seem to mind. Yum.
Somehow, there's still room for chocolate cake, savored slowly this time. Without a doubt, a highlight of our time in Piran. One thing that makes trips like this possible for us is Trusted Housesitters. It's a simple trade. You take care of someone's home and pets, and in return, you get a free place to stay. It lets you travel slower, live like locals, and spend time with adorable animals along the way.
Scan the QR code or see the link in our description so you can save thousands on your next adventure. It's free to browse. And once you're out traveling, staying connected is huge. That's where Saily comes in. From the creators of NordVPN, Saily is our trusted, affordable eSIM service that keeps things simple. There's no SIM card to swap and no scrambling for Wi-Fi at the airport. Just select your destination and the amount of data you need, and the data plan will activate automatically when you arrive.
Scan the QR code or see the link in the description below to save 15% off of your next order using the code DREAM15. We leave the coast behind and head inland to Slovenia's capital, Ljubljana. Set along the Ljubljana River, the city has been shaped by Romans, medieval traders, and the Habsburgs, each leaving their marks behind. The castle watches from above. Bridges stitch the old town together, and the streets are calm, walkable, and dripping with old-world charm. We start exploring the old town when Reese suddenly takes off at a full sprint.
Where are you going?
I chase after her, not totally sure where she's headed, following the sound of her laughter echoing down the street.
You get back here. Where are you going, huh? I gotcha.
I'm doing the boat.
Oh, where are you going?
I'm doing the walk.
She doesn't slow down until we reach her destination, a fountain she must have spotted from blocks away.
All right.
Without hesitation, she jumps right in, splashing and laughing like she owns the place. Before I can react, she turns and charges, arms wide. I don't stand a chance.
Don't you do it. Don't you get me wet. Oh, my goodness. Let's try. Oh, no. You got me.
Moments like this is why traveling with kids is always worth it.
The first day in a new city is always the most exciting and exhausting. We are ready for a good meal, and we find one right here at Postojna. We grab a plate of sausage, rolls, and a warm barley soup. For our sweet, a rolled dumpling called strukli.
That's super different. It's like a cheesy dumpling
Oh, yeah.
that's been boiled in like a soft dough with this like crunchy, sugary topping.
Is it sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Sweet.
It's really yummy.
By the time we are licking the bowl clean, we are ready to keep exploring.
All right, let's go.
That's good.
We've discovered quickly that our kids just can't resist a fountain. So we hop on the offensively green tourist train that takes you over 12 different sites through Ljubljana.
It's fun. Say all aboard.
Nothing says tourist quite like being carted around the locals in a brightly colored train. But it ended up being a highlight, as our kids were thoroughly entertained and we had a chance to relax. One of the first stops is at the top of the hill overlooking the city where the Predjama Castle offers amazing views, perhaps why it was a military stronghold for so long.
Beautiful mountains again. It's like that.
The castle itself is more of a shopping, eating, and learning point now after renovations that have lasted decades, finishing in 2025.
Cinderella almost lost her slipper at the castle.
Not again.
Back on the ground, we walk alongside locals and visitors, soaking in the last of the sunlight along the river and its bridges. Whether on foot, by bike, or floating beneath the arches, Ljubljana felt unusually comfortable and homey, unique and so enjoyable in a capital city. One bridge we crossed again and again was the Dragon Bridge. The Dragon Bridge isn't just a crossing, it's one of Ljubljana's strongest symbols. Built in 1901 with Austrian government funds after a devastating earthquake, it became one of Europe's earliest reinforced concrete bridges and a sign of the city rebuilding with confidence.
Towards the middle.
The 4 copper dragons are tied to the legend of Jason and the Argonauts, who were said to have slain a dragon here, and rumor has it that the dragons will wag their tails if someone crossing the bridge tells a lie. We promise, they stayed very still for us. At last, with the sun having set, we find our way to a delicious dinner of comforting strukli, famous Slovenian salads, and hot cocoa.
I have a lovely savory meat dumpling. She has very deluxe hot chocolate.
Both very happy.
Wow, what's that? That looks amazing. Like,
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Kyle, while he's less confident about what's in his dinner, is just as excited to eat it.
Okay, here's my potatoes. What do you think? Is it yummy?
We step into the Slovene Ethnographic Museum, where traditional clothing, tools, and art trace life through the centuries. Slovenia has been shaped by Celts, Romans, Slavs, and later the Habsburg Empire, before becoming part of Yugoslavia and finally an independent nation in 1991.
This says we speak English.
We stop at an exhibit teaching traditional Slovene dance. The steps look simple enough on the screen, so we give it an honest try. A few moves in, and we're all laughing, clearly out of rhythm, and agree that this tradition is perhaps better left to the professionals. When it comes to dancing, perhaps there is hope for us after all.
Oh yeah.
Back in the old town, we wander through the morning markets, taking in the noise, the colors, and the rhythm of the day, before stopping at a bakery that can't be skipped. We step inside, belly up to the counter, and order a little bit of everything.
Pistachio chocolate Danish. Man, couldn't resist. You want a little bite?
Danish is so good, I circle back for seconds.
That is so good. Oh my god.
Bellies full, we walk the quiet banks of the river. It feels like just the right place to pause and reflect on everything we've seen and shared in Ljubljana and across Slovenia as a whole. From caves to coast to the capital, Slovenia is an absolute delight, and we're grateful to have shared it with you. Journey along with us by subscribing and consider checking out our bonus content on Patreon. Next time, we're sharing our Best of Slovenia video, featuring highlights from our time here. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and as always, dream big and enjoy the journey.